Okay, so Saved by the Bell ends, and you're off. What's going through your mind?
Well, I personally had a tough situation because I was getting divorced too. So
Okay.
so it was tough. I had that distracted me, and I had money because we didn't get rich on the show. If anybody knows baseball, we look like we're the major leagues to people, but we're really AAA because we weren't paid commensurate with how well the show was doing because it was rerunning with Fresh Prince and Full House, and all that kind of stuff. So I had enough to go for a while, so I wasn't worried. And then 6 months after the show, my agent dropped me.
No.
Yeah, this guy Tim decided. Well, they made all their money. They decided he wasn't going to do anymore. He and I didn't get along a whole lot, so they dropped me. And it's unconscionable, to be honest with you, because they made a lot of money off me. But that's just how it happened.
So you're Mr. Belding, and then you do small parts here and there. How do you stay creative as an actor?
Oh, it's always a different part. You know, you always take the lines on the page and bring as much of yourself to it as fits, and what doesn't fit, you figure that out too. You know, it's all about the scene and the character you play. I mean, I brought as much as I could to Mr. Belding and helped create Mr. Belding, but I bring as much of myself as I can to you know, the manager of the apartment complex with Scott Bakula, played his boss and played as honest and as straightforward as I can. And the interaction with the other actors helps. It's a whole different environment. It's a whole different thing. It's very cut and dry for me. It's not even close.
Tell me about your new CD, DVD.
Oh.
This is really interesting. I love this. I love that you're doing this. I love that you're creating your own content.
Well, just down the street,
okay,
there's a karaoke bar called Dimple's Karaoke Bar. It's the #1 karaoke bar in the United States. And it's like my Cheers. It's where I hang out.
All the time?
Sometimes. I move a little further away, so I'm not there all the time, but it's where I go. By the way, I drink water. I quit drinking about 4 or 5 years ago. But it's where I hang out. And I go on stage and I sing all the time. And there's a guy that was going, I saw Steve Easton, who's a good actor, who I saw him outside one day and I went in. He would get up and sing, does a great job. And, Steve Easton was in Field of Dreams and Catch Me If You Can, a bunch of really good films. So I started getting up and singing. Well, being Mr. Belding, it was popular for me to get up and sing. But I'm thinking, because I've done musicals, the more I get up and sing, the better I'll be.
Absolutely.
And as a matter of fact, it really helped me when I had the chance to go for Wicked, because I've been singing all the time. So people started putting it streams on the internet. So they would take a video of me and put it on the internet. It's crazy. I'm all over YouTube, you know, Mr. Belding singing at Dimples or wherever else. And a friend of mine, Cody McCarver, who was with Confederate Railroad, now has #1 independent song on CMT Pure, said, let's do a karaoke CD. And so we did a CD, and they filmed it, so we did a DVD also. And it's out there on DennisHaskins.com. You can get it if you want. Or you can just come by Dimples and we'll sing together.
Do you have a favorite karaoke song?
I like What a Wonderful World. Louis Armstrong's song is just a beautiful song. There's a lot of really good songs. So I just whichever one I'm singing at the time. Elvis, Heartbreak Hotel's a lot of fun.
Do people ever ask you to sing Saved by the Bell?
No. You know what's funny? They don't ask me to sing that. They may get up and sing it, but no, they don't ask me to sing it.
Do you even know the words?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I've been doing colleges for 20 years, so when I wake up in the morning and the alarm goes out, I'm warning, I'll think, it's all right, I'm saved by the bell.
All right.
Yeah, because I'm saved by the bell.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. What's your dream job?
Ooh. Well, there's 2 answers to that.
We have time.
The dream job is the next one that lasts about 5 more years in prime time, you know, because then you steady and you don't have to worry about it. I have to associate success in my mind with a higher level of work, like Broadway. I'd like to be on Broadway. Doing anything.
Okay.
I saw James Gandolfini and all those guys doing God of Carnage.
Amazing.
Did you see it?
Oh yeah. I saw it twice.
It's like what Richard Burton and Elizabeth Taylor had to be like doing Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. It was unbelievable. How they do it every night, I don't know. Doing something like that, something that's really, really meaty, or something that's, even if it's an all-out musical, whatever it is, you put your heart and soul into it, and people like it, so they come. that means it's successful. If you whatever you're doing is appreciated or liked or both, and in turn with that you make a living. You know, so at this point it is also about making a living. But you can't start out about having money. You can't start out wanting it to be money. You have to. I just saw an interview with a Broadway producer. He says you can't want to be a star or make money, and I totally agree because you'll fail. You can know that that's possible, but if you don't love what you're doing and care about what you're doing first, then the rest isn't going to come. You know, 99% of the time. So do something that really I enjoy doing with people that I like working with, in a high level, like either a Broadway show or a new series or something like that.
Would you ever play Belding again if NBC said, "Hey, we want to do something else"?
Well, they're doing a movie. You know, they're doing a movie.
What do you mean they're doing a movie?
I guess they're doing a Saved by the Bell movie. So Universal, I think, is working on it. So
wow.
They may have me come in and do something. I don't know. But as a long-time series, no.
Okay.
I don't think no. No.
And they're done that.
Yeah, actually, when it came time for, they were thinking about doing another series of Saved by the Bells, and Peter Engel and I spoke, and I said, you know, Peter, I think I've done it. I don't know what else I can do. You know, we've done every story we can think of. He says, you know what, I agree. It wasn't a bad conversation at all. It was a really good conversation. As it turned out, the series didn't go on. And they did a really nice thing for me. They gave me a send-off episode where they had Mr. Belding go to become Dean of Students at the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga, which is where I went to school. They had it down as the University of Tennessee. I said, good school, not where I went. So they put it at the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga. This is too much to say. I said, it's at Chattanooga. That's all you have to add. So they did. And that was my send-off. So, you know, that was it. I'm done.
Well, thank you so much.
Oh, we're done.
No, I mean,
No,
I thought you were saying I'm done right now, but we can end right here. If you want to buy Dennis's CD, DVD, karaoke, do you kind of teach them how to sing as well? Or?
No. Karaoke's about having fun. It's just about singing. There's What a Wonderful World, California Dreamin', Brown Eyed Girl, Piano Man, Friends in Low Places. By the way, I was at concerts in Central Park with Garth and Jimmy Mattingly and those guys. Unbelievable.
Wow.
But you can sing with me. You can sing on your own. There's tracks without me, and you can watch the DVD and sing along too. And the words are all there. It's at Amazon.com. It's also at DennisHaskins.com.
And your episodes of Men of a Certain Age will be airing next season, right?
Yeah, no, they've already aired.
Oh, they've already aired.
Yeah, you can go to Hulu, you can go to TNT and see the Men of a Certain Age, and ActingSchoolAcademy.com.
Check it out, and of course, Saved by the Bell is now available on DVD as well. So I know your favorite.
No,
but Dennis, you're awesome. Thank you.
Wait,
so much.
let me show you this.
Okay.
They had a release of this, right?
Right.
So it was Lark and Dustin and I went to the release, and I'm looking at it and I said, well, where am I? They said, well, you're kind of over here behind the dot. And so the next one, the next year, I don't even know if I'm even in the inside here. Let's see. They didn't even, did they put it in here?
Where are you?
No, I know I'm not in there. Matter of fact, they took me out of this picture. I was in this picture.
Like they erased you?
Yeah. So I don't know, because they decided to just focus on the kids. But in the next one, the next season 3 and 4, there was a picture of the cast, and they inserted me over Brandon Tartikoff's body, so my head's in there. But they said, "Oh, we'll fix that." So they did.
Okay.
It was nice of them that they fixed it, but there you go. Buy the DVD anyway. I'm on every episode except the beach scenes.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I hope you feel better.
No, I feel great. Thanks. It's a lot of fun.